You know that feeling when you open a new board game and a heavy rulebook the size of a phone directory drops onto the table? That is the experience of most people starting the PTE. You are suddenly faced with 20 different question types, dozens of study platforms, and a mountain of conflicting advice on where to begin. When there is this much information to process at once, it is easy to feel like you have lost the game before you have even made your first move. The PTE operates on a logic that is very different from a traditional school English test. There is no human listener on the other side of the screen appreciating your style or your accent. Instead, a scoring algorithm is listening for specific mechanical data points. It does not care about eloquence. It cares about the consistency of the signal you provide. To get through this as a beginner, you need a strategy that bypasses the complex grammar and focuses entirely on hacking the speaking section. If you want a high score, you have to stop thinking about how a person hears you and start learning how the machine processes your voice. The most important rule the algorithm follows is simple. It values a continuous, unbroken flow over perfect pronunciation. This is difficult because our instinct is to stop. Usually when we trip over a hard word while reading, we panic and try to go back and fix it. On the PTE, pausing is a mistake. If the microphone detects 3 seconds of silence, it shuts off the recording permanently. Handle a difficult word by mumbling, skipping, or guessing. Just keep the sound moving forward. This does not mean you should speak as fast as possible. The machine is looking for a steady, rhythmic pace, not a frantic one. Think of your speaking score like a combo meter in a rhythm game. As long as you maintain the flow without pausing, the points keep adding up. Since the computer cannot understand what you are saying in a human sense, it checks your work by looking for predictable sentence structures. You can use this to your advantage with pre-built templates. These pre-memorized scripts help you handle complex charts without having to think. Instead of analyzing data, just identify 3 or 4 keywords on screen and lock them into the script as you speak. Success in these sections comes from delivering a mechanical formula with confidence, rather than trying to explain the details of the image. Outside of the test itself, there are 3 common distractions that cause most beginners to lose their momentum. The first is hoarding too many materials. Collecting dozens of PDFs and apps scatters your focus. You will see much faster results if you master just 2 high-value tasks first. The second is platform hopping. Switching between different study websites breaks your training rhythm. It is much more effective to use one unified tool, like YouShow PTE, to track your daily progress in one place. The third is practicing in silence. You must record your practice sessions and listen to the playback to hear exactly where you are hesitating or stumbling. A passing score is the result of eliminating these distractions and sticking to a routine of feedback and repetition. When you look at the test this way, you realize that a solid beginner score does not require you to have a perfect grasp of English grammar. Your score is a measure of how consistently you can deliver a steady audio signal to a machine. This makes it possible to skip the most difficult reading and writing questions and still pass by focusing your energy on high-value speaking and listening inputs. Mastering the PTE means identifying the specific rules the algorithm prioritizes and focusing your effort where it has the greatest impact on your final score. To get started, follow this simple action plan. First, pick exactly one practice platform so you can track your timing and your scores. Second, memorize one basic template for the speaking section until you can say it without thinking. Third, start your daily reading practice with one goal. Never stop, never correct yourself, and never hesitate. The algorithm is already there, waiting patiently on the other side, ready for your steady input. It is time to start practicing.